Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Paige, this is Seeking Alexandria. And guys, first things first, okay, if you're like, Paige, what is that beautiful, sparkly, just sexy gold of my dreams? I will link the video right up here, which I'm also currently filming. It is the new Tarte palette. This is their High Tides and Good Vibes palette, which I am loving, and I look like a glittery princess. So I will go ahead and definitely link that for your viewing pleasure if you'd like to see how I got here and what the tea is on that palette. But for today, y'all, I'm so excited because we have another foundation review. First of all, those just get me like, I love foundation reviews. I've done like so many of them in the last month because so many foundations are dropping. So today we're going to be diving into this little devil from Giorgio Armani, but I do have one more up my sleeve, which you will either be seeing this week or next because, girl, we couldn't just try one luxury foundation. Absolutely not. So stay tuned, subscribe if you are curious about what that is and when you're gonna get to see it, girl. But on to today's review, girl. We have the Giorgio Armani Power Fabric High Coverage Foundation, a Balm, and I'm so excited. So the first thing I did here was go on to where I purchased it, which was the Nordstrom website. And I was like, wait a second. Am I not seeing all the shades? Like maybe they sold out of some. What is going on? So then I jumped over to the Giorgio Armani Beauty-US.com website, which is the actual brand website, because I was like, I gotta be missing some shades. Oh no, girl, I'm sorry. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 shades. 12 whole shades. 12 whole shades. And if you were wondering what the colors look like, it goes from a very fair shade to a slightly less fair shade. Guys, this shade range is crap. I'm sorry. It goes like literally even the little tabs on the phone go all fair, light, medium, tan. There isn't even a deep section. Like apparently there are no deep skin tones in the Giorgio Armani universe apparently. So that's really disappointing. Like right from the beginning, I was like, are you kidding me? Like the deepest it goes is, hold on, I'm clicking on the tan slide here, which is the shade 5.5, and I want to make sure, I'm going to jump back to the Nordstrom website, make sure that that's consistent here. Wait a second, the Nordstrom website goes to 7.5. Guys, I don't understand. Like, none of these websites have the same shade range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so on the Nordstrom website, there's 8 shades, but it goes all the way to 7.5. But then on the Giorgio Armani website, it has 10 shades and it only goes up to 5.5. I am so confused, but either way, the moral of the story here is I'm not seeing an inclusive shade range. And let me just say right now, if you consider that right there to be an inclusive shade range, I don't know what it looks like on camera, but girl, it is not inclusive. Oh my good lord. But either way, you guys, it is not an inclusive shade range. I just can't get a good picture of what all the shades are. I, for myself, picked up the shade 1. So let's go ahead and pop this bad boy open and see how she looks. All right, so here she is. I actually quite like the component of this. It has like a little crooked, like asymmetrical vibe going on, which I really like. This looks like standard cushion packaging right now. We have this cheap little applicator, which Giorgio Armani, y'all could maybe have sprung for something a little bit nicer, but I don't know. We shall see. All right, open up this little tray right here. We are good and see. Okay, no, we're not. It was just setting, resting in there. So that makes me feel good and safe. And then this is the shade, which actually, like, let's be real, not that far off from my skin tone. All right, so let's go ahead. I'm just going to take a little swatchy-poo of this, run my finger around in it, see what the color is looking like. Okay, so actually not a bad skin tone for me. Feels real oily. Wow. Wow. Let's go ahead here and read off of the website. Now I'm going to read straight from the Giorgio Armani website. The award-winning Power Fabric Natural Matte Full Coverage Liquid Foundation, now in a new transformative texture and on-the-go format. Ultra long wear pigments deliver all-day matte coverage in a revolutionary balm to powder technology that transforms from sensual balm to buildable cream during application and finishes as a powder for a flawless, non-greasy look. That is so interesting because girl, I'm telling you what, when I just applied that, she felt a little bit greasy, a lot of bit greasy. Okay. Now taking a real quick pause before I dive into this foundation because I tend to forget things. I did already go ahead and prime and prep my face. I have on 2 different primers. On this side, I went in with my Tatcha Silk Canvas, and then on the other half of the face, I went in here with my Too Faced Hangover RX. This is a really nice replenishing hydrating primer. So those are what I went in with today. Now let's go ahead, grab that applicator, girl, and start swiping on my face because I want to know if it looks good. Okay, real quick, I'm sorry, did I forget to mention the price of this and that it's $64. So if that puts this in perspective of like what I'm expecting in my life, and you also get 0.32 ounces according to the box, which because this isn't a liquid, I can't really hold it to the same 1 full fluid ounce that I would for every other foundation. But like, girl, it's $64 for this. Like, you better be amazing and full coverage and exciting and do my taxes for me, girl. So let's take this, let's get to swiping. I'm just gonna get in here a little bit, pick up some product. Okay, we got some. Okay, so it's actually not a bad skin match, so that's nice. And I'm gonna swipe on, like they mentioned, kind of getting on that first layer. Okay, a little bit light for me, just a freckle. Ooh! Actually smells kind of good, okay. Oh my God, this looks dreadful. Just for the record already. Here's what I'm gonna do. I want to not use this anymore. Get out of here. I'm gonna use my Fenty sponge instead. I feel like I have the best luck with this. This is the most consistent item I use for my foundation. I'm also gonna zoom the camera, I think, out a little bit just to give you guys the most true form and representation of how this looks. So let's go ahead here and we're just gonna take this Fenty sponge and we're just gonna start diving into product. We're gonna pick some up and we're really gonna focus on pressing this into the skin. I'm just gonna go in now and try to build up a little coverage on this side and see if this full coverage thing actually pans out for us, which, you know, it's not looking too great at the moment. Guys, I'm trying like hell to cover this dot right here and like, she ain't working out. Oh, my nose. Oh my God, this looks so bad. Stop. Okay. Okay. I just have to keep going. I'm gonna go ahead and work on this side now and hope it looks better than the other side. And no, I'm not even gonna contemplate switching to a brush because I know that there's no way in hell this gets better. Not with a brush, oh my God. Okay guys, like let's just lay all our cards out on the table real quick. My nose looks to be roughly 95 years old. And don't get me wrong, the rest of my face looks about 82 in this foundation. But like my nose specifically, girl, she is a solid 95. Like let me just, I know this is obnoxious right now, but like, can you see the nose right now and how old it looks? I had to really bring you guys in and turn all the lights down. What is happening? My skin has literally never looked worse than it looks right now. Oh my God. Like what is happening? All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave this right where it is because building it is making it way worse. But I can tell you right off the bat, settling into every single pore on my face, every pore that doesn't even exist yet, it's settling into that pore. It is finding my pores and bringing them out of hibernation, number one. Number two, buildable coverage, absolutely not. I'm getting like light to medium, if that. By the way, also settling directly into the Hulk and taking up severe hibernation. This wrinkle up here, we call him the Hulk. Oh my good Lord, does that look bad? Settling around my nose, all of the pores and wrinkles on my nose. Yeah, hello, hi. I'm gonna grab my Tarte Shape Tape here in Porcelain Beige. This does have a lot of coverage to it. It's also one of the only items I have that I think will be light enough to use with this foundation, which is so light. I'm only gonna use a little bit of it and I'm gonna kind of work this all over the face. Okay guys, so let me just tell you, first of all, I've never looked uglier in a foundation. Okay, that's not true. I've tried out some doozies in the last couple of months, but like this looks so nasty. I'm hoping that setting it will give us a better look, feel, decision going on here. But suffice to say, for now, the Tarte Shape Tape did help a little bit, but like not enough of it to like have me fall in love with this. So let's grab a powder, okay, and like let's pray, say a prayer. So I'm gonna grab my Laura Mercier powder here. So I'm gonna take a little bit of this, I'm gonna set the under eye, and I'm going to set the rest of the face very, very, very lightly. Okay guys, so I just went ahead, I powdered my face, and I'm going to be dead nuts honest with you. This foundation looks absolutely just... it is the epitome of gross right now. Like the only good thing that came from setting it is that it did make it a little bit more like to my skin tone, like it deepened it up a little bit, thank God. But I still look absolutely disgusting and I look crepey and just like all through everywhere. I am so accentuated. Oh my God. But I am of course going to be fair to this foundation. I'm gonna run off, finish up the rest of my face. So bronzer, blush, highlight, set everything, get this eye look done. You guys know the drill. And I'm gonna come back on here, give you guys some thoughts of how it's wearing, how it's settling. Maybe it could settle down. Like I've had that happen before where I apply it, it looks absolutely dreadful, but in like an hour or so, it looks really nice. Now, do I see that happening? Like, you know, it's touch and go. But I am gonna give it a fair shake. So let me go ahead, finish up the rest of my foundation, and I will be right back. Oh, people. Okay, so here's the deal. It's been like, maybe 10 minutes. I went off of camera and I tried to finish up my eye look here, and then I started bronzing. This is my Thrive Cosmetics bronzer. This is so, 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 so good. I just did a full face of Thrive. I will link it up here for you guys if you'd like to take a look. Here's the problem. I'm bronzing with this bronzer, which I know there's no problem with. Let me just tell you, This foundation is like rejecting me. First of all, my face is starting to itch so bad. Like it's actually like I could just scratch it all off. Number one, I can get past the itching, the like need to tap. I can get past all of that. But what I can't get past is that as I'm trying to apply my bronzer, it is literally coming off my skin. This foundation, there's no words, but like right through here on both my cheekbones, oh my good lord, on the side of my nose, it looks absolutely atrocious. And even up by my freaking hairline, I just caught that. Oh my god, up on my hairline, it literally looks like I just added liver spots to my forehead. Like guys, I don't know what is going on here, but like, oh my god, now it really is starting to itch. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna take from this. This foundation is definitely not for me. I will not be able to wear test it, which makes me really sad because I had really, really high hopes for this foundation. It's $64. Like, come on. Okay, guys, so I'm sitting here editing this video and I wanted to stop on here. I'm actually going to outro it this way. I did have an outro in the video, but I wanted to give you guys a little update with this foundation because I did try it again. Apparently, I was just a glutton for punishment, but the next day I went in, I tried this with a different primer. I tried applying it differently, a different primer on each side, and I tried a different powder, all these things, and it still made no difference. My skin immediately started to get kind of bumpy and really, really agitated, and even that aside, I have several other issues with this foundation, so it is a pass for me. I think that for the price, there is little to no coverage. There are some positive reviews online, and from what I can gather, if you maybe have very dry skin and little to no issues that you need to cover, you might really enjoy this. But for me, I just feel like there's no way that this is worth the price. Like, I don't see any pro to this foundation other than people say if you don't set your face, you can touch up throughout the day. But I feel like you can do that with any foundation. Like I don't know, for me, I don't see the point. And I did, of course, have a little reaction to it. And after I went in the first time, I waited a day and like I skipped a day, went in the next day after that, and I was playing around and I did have a huge reaction to it, like here, here, here. And a lot of this is acne scarring. So I don't want to blame like, you know, things that weren't from the foundation on it. But even like over here, like you guys have seen, my skin has been clearing up a lot lately. And for some reason, she just was not having it. So for me, this is definitely a big old miss. I do not like it. I don't like what it did to my skin. And I test a lot of foundations too, and I don't typically have a reaction like this. So I don't know what that says about this one, but again, definitely a miss for me. I do not recommend it. I'm hoping that the next high-end foundation I have for you guys is better because stay tuned. I do have another luxury foundation coming probably this coming week, and you guys are going hopefully to love it. I haven't tried it yet, so we shall see, but I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an updated ending to this video. I know that when I was shooting this, as I sit here and play the footage back, it does look like in little areas of it, the lighting was a little off, and I was trying to tweak it so you guys could really see what I was seeing, and then I tried to bring it up close so you guys could get an up close shot of all these things I was just talking about in the last minute. And the problem I was having is the lighting, for some reason, this foundation was refracting so bad and wasn't accepting light. And it looked so bad and so muddy that even the camera wouldn't pick it up. And it was actually distorting my lighting. So that's why there isn't an up close in this last spot. So I just wanted to come on here and explain that. And by the way, when I was talking about liver spots, you can actually see that on camera. It was liver spotty as all hell. It was so bad. So anyways, those are my thoughts from me to you. I really hope that this helped you if you were looking at this foundation or if we were just contemplating a luxury foundation. Girl, this is proof that you do not always need to spend more to get good quality. But you guys, that is it. Thank you all so much for watching and hanging out with me. Let me know your thoughts down below. As always, I am sorry when these videos are complete and total flops, but you know what? At least we learned, we loved, and hopefully y'all's face doesn't have to look like this. So let me know your thoughts down below. As always, I love hearing from you guys. Please don't forget you can follow me on Instagram and on Twitter. They're both linked down below, and I'm on that quest to get verified. You guys have been fantastic. So if you like seeing me, my dogs, my cats, my life, and some pretty eye looks, you can go follow me there. And you can also subscribe and turn on your post notifications if you have not done so yet. I upload 5 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And my reviews go up bright and early between 6 and 7 a.m. my time here in good old Northern Michigan. So let me know your guys' thoughts. Thank you all so much for watching. Please do not forget to have a great day, night, weekend, whatever it is when you're watching this. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Oh boy, we're close. Wait, why are we so close? Girl, you better back up. Boob shimmy, like a glitterazzi princess. We're gonna see if it's good, what the tea is, and is it worth the coin? So... Oh my god, that Invisalign.